Your dog is licking your face right now. Or maybe it did 5 minutes ago. Maybe it does it every morning the moment your alarm goes off. Tongue straight to your cheek like clockwork. We call it kisses. We call it affection. We tell ourselves our dog is simply saying, "I love you." And sometimes, that's probably part of the story. But a dog's lick can mean something very different, depending on when, where, and how it happens. And one type of licking isn't affection at all. It can be a signal that your dog is uncomfortable. So why do they lick? Wolf pups have an ancient trick for getting an adult's attention. They lick around the adult's mouth. In wolves, that behavior is closely associated with food provisioning. Pups can trigger adults to regurgitate food, giving the pups access to a meal the adults brought back from a kill. So, your dog's face licking has an evolutionary history that reaches deep into the canid family tree. But that doesn't always mean that your dog thinks you're about to regurgitate dinner. Here's where dog-human bonding gets even stranger. In a landmark experiment, researchers at Azabu University studied dogs and their owners during 30-minute interactions and measured oxytocin in both species. They found that dogs who gazed at their owners for longer were associated with greater increases in the owner's oxytocin, and the interaction was linked to increases in the dog's oxytocin too. In other words, dogs aren't just responding to us socially. Their interactions with us can engage the same bonding chemistry that underpins social attachment. Here's the important part. That doesn't mean every lick causes an oxytocin spike. It means licking happens inside a much bigger social relationship, one where touch, gaze, attention, and interaction can reinforce the bond. But here's the thing, not all licks have the same meaning. If you can read your dog's licking pattern, you can tell the difference between "I love you," "I'm anxious," "You taste like salt," and "something might be wrong." Let's walk through 5 types of licking. The greeting lick. You walk through the door. Your dog comes at you, tail going, tongue straight for your face or hands. It's fast, it's enthusiastic, and once you've acknowledged them, it often settles down. This is social reconnection in action. You're back. Your dog wants contact. They want attention. They want to reconnect with you. It's one of the clearest ways your dog can initiate social contact. If your dog does this, acknowledge them, enjoy the reunion, and if the licking becomes excessive, redirect them with a toy, a game, or a walk. The social lick. Sometimes the licking is slower. Your dog lies next to you and methodically licks your hand, your arm, even your hair. Minutes can go by, slowly, deliberately. This can be part of social grooming. Among social canids, grooming can help maintain relationships, and your dog's slow, deliberate licking may be part of that same social behavior. It's less about saying, "You're back," and more about maintaining the relationship. And then there's a completely different kind of licking. The anxiety lick. Your dog licks their own lips, then your hand, then the couch, then your hand again. They can't seem to settle. The licking becomes repetitive, almost compulsive. This is where context really matters. Repetitive licking can occur alongside stress, frustration, or uncertainty. Lip and nose licking are documented displacement or appeasement behaviors in dogs, particularly in socially challenging situations. So, if you see that rapid, can't settle, lick everything pattern, don't just say, "Aw, kisses." Look for the stressor. Is there a thunderstorm? New people in the house? A change in routine? Something making your dog uncomfortable? Address the cause, not just the licking. And then there's the lick that might have almost nothing to do with emotion. The taste lick. Your dog licks your legs after a run, your hands after you've been cooking, your face when you've been sweating. Your skin carries sweat, salt, food smells, and a whole cocktail of biological information that your dog finds interesting. Dogs have around 1,700 taste buds, compared with roughly 9,000 in humans. So sometimes, you just taste interesting. It's not love, it's lunch. And finally, there's one that gets interesting. The something's different. Lick dogs can detect chemical changes in the human body that we can't smell. Trained detection dogs have been shown in controlled studies to distinguish certain disease-related odor signatures, including those associated with cancer. But that doesn't mean your dog's licking is a medical diagnostic tool. If your dog suddenly becomes obsessed with licking a particular area of your body, especially if the behavior is persistent or unusual, don't assume your dog has diagnosed you with something. Pay attention to the change. And if something about your body concerns you, ask a doctor. Your dog may simply be responding to a smell or change that you can't detect. But science hasn't given us a canine medical scanner just yet. So, the next time your dog licks your face, don't automatically translate it as, "I love you." Ask what else might be going on. It might be affection. It might be greeting. It might be anxiety. It might be curiosity. It might simply be because you taste interesting. And that's the point. Your dog's behavior isn't a dictionary where one action always has one meaning. It's a language, and the meaning changes with the context. The stare, the spin, the head tilt, the lick. They're not random. They're signals. And once you start looking at your dog that way, you stop seeing a strange little habit and start seeing a conversation. That's instinct.